Method overloading is having two or more methods with the same name but different number of parameter, one type of parameter. Now, to explain on this method overloading, I have created a class coffee. Now let's have integer espresso, so let's do it like this, and have integer steam milk, and have integer again milk food, and also have integer chocolate. Okay, now we have these four variable, and let's create a method public coffee, public void coffee, and let's write private, and this is also private. All the fields private. Now we have these four variable. Okay, now we will pass parameter to this method. This parameter will be of integer. Let's have this espresso, now integer skim milk. Now we have this coffee with only these two parameter, espresso and steam milk. Okay, now let's have another distilled public coffee, white coffee, and let me copy this. And have this milk fort here. Okay, now we have two method by the same name but different number of parameter, and if we call this method, we have to pass the amount that is needed. Some may want only this espresso and steam milk, and some may want all these three, and we can also create the class for all these four coffee ingredient. Now let's see this dot espresso equal to this dot steam milk equal to, okay, for this method, and for this method we have these two, an additional Milford here, okay. Now we have two methods by the same name. We can only have another method that have all these three ingredients, but these two method is also enough to explain on this coffee. Now let's create coffee. We'll have coffee equal to new coffee. Okay, let's access this method. Now we have two methods by the same name but different parameter. Now for this one we have only two arguments, espresso and steam milk. We pass the amount, let's say espresso to 2 and this steam milk to 3, and let's also call this the number of parameter differentiate. Now we have espresso, steam milk and Milford, and let's pass the amount like 1 and 4 here. Now we have the same name of method with different parameter and different implementation. It is different implementation because the amount here that the user want is different from the amount that the user wants here, and the number of parameters is different because here there is Milford and here there is no Milford. Depends on what the user want or the one who ordered the coffee want. Now here is our method, and it may be of some method may have return type and some may not have return type, and there is no need to explain or return type, which we have already explained earlier in the course. But this is what method overriding. It may be a salary or something. I just use this, maybe it is simple for a learner to understand this thing.